Henson, Typical, and Elvin the top three. And the 47 of One Fast Bean gets in there, along with Hollywood was fifth, but drops back rather quickly. Nomad and the 8 able to get around. New Hampshire is a tough track. Could see, got a lot of bumping, as I was getting ready to say it. Could see a lot of bumping here this evening. Elvin's already jumped out there to the lead around the two top performers in qualifying. Typical finds himself way high here. I don't know if he's having some issues or prefers that line. Looks like a few people got off the wall back here. It could be shaky coming down into this turn. Nearly 3 wide here for 5th place. All right, already some good action-packed racing here. One Fast Bean finds himself up here in the top 3 early. So does Nomad. So we see a lot of the favorites shuffle back through the field. There's your leader, Elvin Priest. Looks like he's jumped out to quite the lead here early on. Hollywood, though, he has found himself right back where he started. Typical, on the other hand, finds himself back in the pack. So does Henson in that 18 out on the outside. As we get ready to go from the restart here in stage number 1 after a caution, it'll be Elvin Priest up on the first position. 47 of One Fast Bean gets down rather quickly, forces Typical out to the outside. And here we go, we are racing. See if Elvin's able to hang on to it with Typical able to get onto his bumper so quickly. Typical making the same mistake of staying outside here on the early run. He's going to get bumped coming out of 4. He's going to cause a little bit of an issue. But everybody able to retain the reins as they go down into turn number 1. You see Hollywood in the 14s worked himself up to second, getting a good push off that number 8 of Nomad. Gets going out to the outside, retains second place. Hamlin Nation down to the inside in the 20. Oh, big bump there by Hamlin Nation on the 8. It's going to push him up the track, possibly get a little bit of the 14. A lot of bumping here from the 18 on the 47's bumper. Short track racing. We'll jump on board with Hollywood here as he is in second place. You can see the field back through there is just door to door in a couple places. So Hollywood's got a lot of people trying to move inside on him here, not able to get it done. One Fast Bean in that 47 has moved way back from being in second earlier. There's a lot of these more established guys try to make their way up to the front. Typical Hamlin Nation out on the outside. Typical works back down low to the 8 of Nomad, back to the outside coming out of the turn. A lot of movement there out of that 2 car. Good single file line coming into 1. Most of them take the same lane. Typical tries to dive it a little low to get a little advantage on that 8 coming out. Not going to be able to do it. Drops back even with Henson and possibly loses another spot in this process. See the 8 slow down low. Slows up Typical, and that's going to cause him to drop another spot here. And there it is. Elvin Priest, stage 1 winner. Elvin Priest out on the front. Henson to the inside of him. One Fast Bean finds himself in 3rd, Typical in 4th, and Hamlin Nation in 5th to start off stage number 2 of the Captain Dave's Lobsters 200. And let's see if the domination from the 51 continues, as he does already have a win this season, as he was able to take home Chicagoland. And you can see get it up on 2 tires there going into that turn. This is a rather flat track. Takes a lot of slowing and rolling through these turns. Another guy gets dished out to the inside coming down the front stretch. As we have a good roll here, and yeah, Elvin Priest, he's way out there. He is way out there on all these restarts. And I feel like these guys do pull him in as the run goes. It's just he jumps out so fast on these restarts that it's hard to catch back up. Stage 2 is over. Here from the Captain Dave's Lobsters 200. Elvin Priest, Domination continues. So typical still a lap down here as Elvin Priest, Henson, and One Fast Bean all take the front rows here. Typical got the wave around. Him and Nomad both are now on the lead lap. So Typical didn't pit right there. That's a tough situation. He might be banking on another caution to get some freshies like these other guys. We'll see if this restarts the same deal for Elvin Priest here. Henson's a little bit closer to him this time around. Three wide back there. There's Typical on those old tires making some moves. He now finds himself on the lead lap for the first time since early in stage number 2. The lead up here though, it was close, closer than it has been all night. But Henson, I think he's falling back down, man. That 51's tough on these restarts. He stretches the lead out so far that it's hard to. Once you do start catching him, you just don't have the time to fully get it done. Oh, 18 went around. Oh my goodness, he gets hit. That's going to bring out a caution probably. Oh my goodness. Oh man, what a tragedy. So there's your winner in the 51.